Hi everybody. I am here with Brian Blanton from Henry County, Georgia, right?
Right.
And we met a couple years ago in the Gates Personalized Learning Challenge, I forget.
Right, Next Generation Systems Initiative Challenge.
Yeah. Very good. And so I asked him to talk about some of the ideas around developing a common language that they've been thinking about in Henry County, and that's something in 21st century learning. We're trying to move into 21st century learning, but what is that if people don't know? How do you talk about it? So around his work in personalized learning, just give me a few minutes of some thoughts around developing a common language.
Right. So we really began this journey with a small group, 4 or 5 people in a room, and really when we began thinking about moving our district, our schools, at any kind of scale, we recognized that we were going to have to really kind of develop a common vocabulary. We began by having a graphic interpretation of what we were talking about doing, and so we created a Parthenon graphic, and the pillars kind of described the 5 core tenets of our work, and then from that we built a website that further helped to define vocabulary. But what we have to be careful about when we're talking about some of the components of that, when we talk about competency-based learning, what does that mean? And what are the components of competency-based learning? When we start talking about demonstrated mastery, what does that mean? What does that look like? What are examples of that? So we have to continually think about ensuring that each of us are meaning what we say when we talk about the tenets and the components of this journey that we're on. We've grown now from a handful of people to this being our district vision. Our school board has approved the changes that we've made in our strategic plan that are very specific to building a culture of personalized learning. In Henry County Schools, our superintendent describes this as his 2020 vision. This is our district's 2020 vision, and that's now written in our district's strategic plan. And so it's deeply now embedded in the work, and we've had about half of our schools, 23 of our 51 schools, have raised their hands saying we're ready to move on this journey. And now